It seems a lot quieter in the temple. Maybe it's just me.
Oh, Lady Vestal, the oceans herald your return to us. I take it for a sign the water crystal, too, is returned to its pure state. What joy! And the Vestal of Water, is she not with you as well?
Olivia Oblige, Vestal of Water, has given her life in the service of the crystals.
No, but that can't. I had thought certainly the clearing waters were her doing. Lost to us, gone from this world. What is Florem to do now? It is by your efforts Florem is spared from the Bloodrose Legion's venom. I give you the thanks of all Florem's people in the Vestal of Water's stead. The nation will not return to its chaste and proper ways overnight, I'm certain. But once a new Vestal is chosen, the people's hearts will unite behind her. Might I ask where your travels take you next, Lady Vestal?
I was told the Vestal of Fire is deceased. I must hurry to the fire crystal's side.
I see. Then beyond the sea, to Eisenberg and the Temple of Fire. If you follow the waters west of here, ever west, you will find it. First, cross the Miasma Woods, then to the shore of the inner sea. I shall make a mark of it upon your map. The seas are only newly tamed, and the journey is long. I pray you will be safe.
The pendant. Those are words of wisdom right there. It is the truth. Keep that in mind. Have the courage to think and act on your own. The courage to disobey. Definitely words to live by. Because if you only follow the actions of other people, then you're really no different than a robot. The Miasma Woods. Quiet and creepy, as always. Alright, everybody, time to set sail aboard the Echelot.
Shall I cast off then?
Please.
Dark mood for a nice day's sailing.
Agnès, forgive me. For what? What happened to Olivia? I am partly to blame.
You may have fought for the duchy, but you've nothing to do with the one who killed Olivia.
But I do. That monster, the one they call the witch, Victoria. I knew of her.
Just who are you, Edea? Before, when that man attacked, Alternus, you knew him. Better than a simple soldier of the Sky Knights ought.
I hadn't intended to hide who I am, but I should have told you sooner. My father is Grand Marshal of the Eternian Forces, leader of the Council of Six.
What? If the Council is in charge, and he leads the Council, your father's the head of the whole duchy!
Then the order to assassinate the Vestal of Water came from your father?
I don't know. I don't know. I can't blame you if you blame me for it, though.
You don't... You intend to stand there and feign heartache and innocence both? Perhaps it was you who communicated Olivia's hiding place to the duchy?
That's not... I wouldn't!
Perhaps you were a spy this whole time, deceiving us even now!
Anya, stop! We fought this far together. That means something. Don't doubt it.
Excuse me. I need rest. I ask that you leave me alone a while.
We're crossing into open water.
No, we actually did that 3 seconds ago. Actually, that seems more like 3 hours ago, by the length of that conversation, but hey, who's judging?
Ah, over here, everyone! Feast your eyes upon this!
What's the matter?
Oh...
Oh my...
Chapter 3. Beloved Bonds.
What on earth is that?
A ship, perhaps? But it's too big.
And it's not moving.
I'll wager the women there frolic around in bathing suits all day long.
In your dreams, ring a bell.
What are we waiting for? Let's lodge there tonight.
Unacceptable. We've no time for distractions. We must awaken the fire crystal.
I am the one at the helm here, no? I'll make the call. Thank you very much.
A glamorous life. Maybe it's both. Geez, why don't you kill the mood, Edea? Grand Ship, the Sinking State.
Wow! This ship has a whole town on board! Or should I say this town looks like a ship? I'm confused.
I can feel us rocking. It's floating all right.
Where are all the scantily clad girls? Oh, what a letdown.
You're telling me.
Well, well, here's some faces I haven't seen before. New to the ship? Then the seas must have cleared up everywhere and not just here. Excellent news. Say, have any of you seen a lad by the name of Zats? He's hurt and supposed to be staying off his feet, but he wandered off. If you see him, can you bring him back to the tavern? He's a scrawny, fidgety little fella, so you can't miss him. Thanks in advance.
I'm kinda busy. Fine. I'll see what I can do. Demanding people. Sheesh. Alright, a flame charm. I wonder who dropped this. Wouldn't that be nice if I never had to pay money for food ever again? I recognize that girl from Florem. They all wear red. And they all have red hair at the same time. Yes, a swimming suit is always a good idea.
At this rate, the shield bearers will lose the war. We need your help. Anything will do. Resources, manpower. Please aid us. I've traveled far to make this plea.
No, not interested. Don't care who this palbot is, but... Nothing of interest. 50p! Jeez, the prices just keep skyrocketing. Talk about inflation. Alright, my favorite kind of shop. Weapons. Rod of Ice for Ring a Bell. No, not interested. Hermes Sandals. I actually want to get a couple of these, but way too expensive. And no new magic scrolls.
What are we gonna do?
You wouldn't happen to be Zatz, would you?
Yeah, who's asking?
The tavern proprietress wanted us to find you. Let's go.
All right then, I'm coming. What a mess.
Look, bud, we all have problems.
What were you thinking roaming around in that state?
Like I said, it's not that bad. Just a little bruise on the ribs, that's all.
What were you asking the council for back there?
Aid. We need their support. I'm from the city of Eisenberg, far to the west of here.
Eisenberg. That's where the fire crystal is.
That's right. There was an uprising, and now we're in the middle of a civil war. The shield bearers are losing ground, and unless we can do something, we'll be defeated.
So, these shield bearers are the faction you're aligned with?
That's right. The shield bearers have served as the protectors of Eisenberg for centuries. But a few years ago, a group called the Sword Bearers rebelled. We've been at war ever since. They are but few in number, truth be told.
What? Why are the shield bearers losing to a smaller force?
The Sword Bearers we can handle, but they have powerful foreign mercenaries on their side.
Foreign mercenaries. They wouldn't happen to call themselves the Black Blades, would they?
Yeah, that's them. Wait, are you with those mercenaries as well?
No, don't worry. We mean you no harm.
Edea, are these Black Blade mercenaries linked to the Eternian forces?
Yes. The Black Blades is the moniker of the 1st Division of the Eternian forces. My master's unit.
Zatz, can you tell us what happened to the Fire Vestal? We heard she had perished.
Yeah, the Sword Bearers got hold of her around 3 years ago.
She was killed?
Assassinated. When the bloody conflict reached an impasse, the Sword Bearers raided the Temple of Fire.
Sacrilege! What of the Vestaling, the Fire Vestal's successor?
There was one, but she met the same fate.
How awful.
It falls to me, then. We must hurry to the temple.
You're going to the Temple of Fire? You won't get anywhere near it now, I'm afraid. A few weeks ago, Mount Karka erupted, and the whole temple is a sea of lava now.
Nevertheless, we must find a way. Let us hurry to Eisenberg.
I don't suppose you could take me with you. My friends are waiting for my return.
Have you given up on finding support here?
The war will be over before too long. I can't afford to wait any longer.
Are you okay with us taking him aboard, Agnès?
Very well.
Thanks! I owe you one!
On second thought, let me just check my items here. I'll buy one. Especially since I can only get those sandals here anyway. Personally, I think the Rod of Ice should have the same magic attack power as the Rod of Fire, but clearly they don't. The Ice Rod is stronger. Edea is pretty slow, so I'll give the sandals to her. 35, Agnès 36, Tiz 21, and Ringabelle 29. Alright, back to the Echelon we go.
Eisenberg is far to the west of here. You'll see a little harbor when we hit land. We can go ashore there. The lads should be waiting for me in the area. Don't even think about landing on the north coast. The sword bearers hold sway up there, so it's dicey.
Now remember, guys, when someone tells you not to do something, you've got to do it. So, let's head up to the north coast first. Because surely that can't hurt exploring the northern area.
What's happening?
We're being attacked from the land. Best give up on docking here.
Why? Oh, that's so unfair.
Something isn't right.
What? What is it?
There are no nymphs frolicking about in swimsuits. It just isn't right.
You really are hopeless, Ringabelle.
That's no reason why we can't land here. What a cheap excuse. Alright! What's here? There's nothing here! Ah, that is a massive disappointment.
Great! We made it! Leave the rest to me.
What's the plan?
The dock at the cottage we're heading to is too small to moor this ship. My mates will ferry us over in a smaller boat. It'll take a couple of trips.
Got it.
House by the sea.
Zats, you had us worried. Good to see you still in one piece.
Likewise, Dats. Looks like we're all here. Don't worry about the ship. This harbor is nice and sheltered, so it'll be fine. The peninsula hides it from any prying eyes on the open sea, too. How are you healing up, Dats?
I'm fine. Just a little sore back now. This body's tough as nails, as you can see. I'm lucky to still be breathing after facing the blade of that Swordmaster, though.
Swordmaster?
What is it?
Oh, nothing.
Thanks for bringing Zats back to us. We appreciate it.
Not at all. We'd have never made it ashore without Zats to navigate.
Sure we would've.
Hey, after seeing you in action, I have a favor to ask. Would you meet with our leader?
Why?
What's this about, Zats?
Listen, Dats. These guys are top-notch fighters. They were knocking the blocks off monsters like it was nothing. I couldn't get Grand Ship on our side, but with these guys to back us up, please, you've got to help the shield bearers. I'll never ask another thing of you.
You want us to help you win the war?
The sword bearers betrayed us, and they have the Fire Vestal's blood on their hands. Don't think they'll stop when they conquer Eisenberg. They plan to plunder other regions next. We can't let them run rampant. They must be stopped, and for that we need you.
Unacceptable.
Agnès?
We cannot afford to get caught up in a conflict now. We must awaken the crystal at the Temple of Fire. That is my task as a Vestal of the Crystals. We have no time to wage war.
You're a Vestal? You?
Agnès is the Wind Vestal. She's trying to save the world, so don't get in her way.
What's that scrawny little thing?
A Christ fairy, they say. Gave me a start the first time I saw it as well.
You don't say. I never imagined a Vestal would be so young, or that she'd keep company with such an odd creature.
Hey, watch who you're calling odd.
No, you're pretty odd.
I might forgive you if you tell us how to get to the Temple of Fire.
The Temple of Fire? All the roads there were blocked by lava.
Our commander might know something. The shield bearers have been trying to find a way through for a while.
Well, whether we join forces with the shield bearers or not, let's at least talk with their commander, Agnès.
Let's get going then. The shield bearers are based in the west, but we have to take the long way around.
Why?
We'll need to go south a bit first. Once we're through, head back northward.
Why can't we just go north?
Keep your eyes peeled as well. We could be set upon at any time.
I'm not in the mood to take the scenic route. The Shoreline Bass. Uh-oh. I see where this conversation is going.
Hold it!
I sense danger. Watch out!
Nice footwork. You must have been training since we last met, my unworthy disciple.
Master.
Master?
So you are the sword master leading the mercenaries, then? The head of the Black Blades, my old master. I wish it weren't so. I wanted to believe you were not capable of such a thing. Tell me, Master, what business have you aiding the sword bearers in their rebellion? Was it your intention to plunge this peaceful country into war?
I ask you back. Do you understand the gravity of what you have done? I hear you have taken up with a Vestal, and now you have released 2 crystals to run out of control. Foolish. You always did have a habit of running with your emotions, not seeing the big picture. You've not changed a bit.
What big picture? You cannot be so deluded as to think starting wars can be justified.
You are still a child if you are only able to see war as right or wrong. You are yet naive. I cannot allow a foundling such as yourself to meddle in the fate of the crystals. Though you are my disciple, and the beloved daughter of a dear friend, I will cut you down with my own blade if you continue this folly, and expose the world to danger.
Commander! Commander Kame-Izumi! The sword-bearer forces have started withdrawing!
What? Can they not understand such basic tactics? We have the Vestal within our grasp, but we cannot let our allies be run down like dogs. Call off the attack on the shield-bearer headquarters. We must withdraw swiftly and go to the aid of the sword-bearers.
Yes, sir!
Wait! Master!
Edea, are you ready to face the consequences of your decision? If you still insist on defying me the next we meet, I shall slay you where you stand. Regardless of how you and I may will it, these are the grave circumstances we find ourselves in. Disciple of the Blade, no more of your insubordination will be tolerated. Understood?
Master.
Is that everyone?
Commander! The ship thought to be harboring the Wind Vestal has been sighted in the waters near Grand Ship.
The Wind Vestal has already arrived in these lands. I spoke with her myself a while ago, Barbarossa.
Oh? Please tell me you have not captured her yet. I would hate to miss out on that honor.
No, we did not get the chance. Some of our forces were retreating, so we opted to aid our allies as they withdrew.
Did you not think capturing the vessel should take, precedence, Sword Master? This will not do! If we leave the Wind Vestal to her devices, we shall only repeat our failures in Caldisla and Anshine.
The Wind Vestal is here for the crystal. She is no threat while the way to the temple is closed. Given the state of the war, preventing losses is crucial. The Vestal can wait.
And how does your task progress, Kada? I hear the cleansing of the East City is not yet even half complete.
I'm doing all that I can! Things are going as well as can be expected.
Very well, then. Moving on, what is the situation at the Eisen Bridge, Praline?
Oh, me? Nothing's really changed there, I guess. I'm sure all the soldiers there are doing their best to make me happy, though. Those shield bearers just don't know when to quit. They won't let us cross the bridge. I put on a smile and sang my best, but nothing. They're a bunch of sourpusses. Oh well, if they can't appreciate my golden voice, it's their loss. Those poor, miserable shield bearers.
If you can keep the main contingent of the shield bearers pinned down, all shall go as planned.
Got it! I won't let you down. Praline a la mode never disappoints.
More importantly, have we found a way into the Temple of Fire?
He's talking to you, Konoe.
Speak up for a change, Konoe. Your moping is starting to get me down.
It is your killing of the Fire Vestal that blocked off the way to the temple, after all. I cannot fathom how one so imprudent came to lead a covert force.
I won't be called imprudent by a floundering fool like you. A report on my findings has already been submitted in writing. The way into the Temple of Fire via the southern route by way of the town of Hearthchild has also been blocked by lava, and it's not possible to get through. Via above-ground routes, we are looking into the possibility of the existence of secret passages used by temple worshippers. That is all.
Still can't talk unless disguised, hmm? That must keep you busy.
We should follow up on Konoe's report. Was there any way into the temple by sea?
We looked at a number of landing points, but it doesn't look possible. The coastline there is sheer palisades. All the low ground where a landing might have been possible was covered by lava. Not even I could bring a ship in safely there.
If we just sit idly by, the Wind Vestal will get there before us.
We must avoid that at all costs. Our objective at this time is to focus on finding a way into the temple. I wish all of you good luck in your endeavors. That will be all. You can return to your duties.